So today we're going to talk about Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, what it is, what it isn't, and why you should be drinking a lot more of it. All right, welcome back to Drinking It In. I'm your host, Chris Casara, and we are here to help you know more and drink better. And like I said in the intro, today we're talking about Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. A lot to cover on this. If you remember, we did a Montepulciano di Abruzzo episode recently that was a wine based on the Montepulciano grape. Vino Nobile di Montepulciano is based on the Montepulciano, the place, not the grape. This is mostly, if not all, Sangiovese grape. So just when you thought Italian wine couldn't get more complicated, you have a Montepulciano di Abruzzo that's made with the Montepulciano grape, and then you have a Vino Nobile di Montepulciano that's made with Sangiovese. I'm going to pause here for a second though, because I need you guys to click that subscribe button, and give me some feedback and comments. I know that a lot of you people are watching, but most of you are not subscribed, so it would really mean a lot to me if you hit that subscribe button. It helps. It will help us get to the top of some feeds and be able to really put out more and more content. All right, back to the show. So Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. So like I said, it's Sangiovese grape. It's based on the Sangiovese grape. It has to be 70% Sangiovese, but a lot of producers do really just 100% Sangiovese. I think when you think about Chianti, when you think about Brunellos, when you think about Rosso di Montalcinos, they're all delicious, they all have their place. Now, but here's another Sangiovese grape that just gets no attention, and it really needs attention because they're fantastic wines, and they're still reasonable. So let's keep that our secret. So really good Vino Nobile di Montepulciano producers. You have Cerro, you've got Salcheto, who else? Dei, D-E-I, and there's one other that is escaping me, but I'll put a list down in the show notes of the producers you want to focus on. But these wines tend to be a little bigger, right? A little bigger than the traditional Chianti wines. So I think you have to keep that in mind. So if you like Chianti, right? If you like a Chianti Classico wine, you're going to love a Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. It's just going to be it's going to have a little more heft to it. If you like a Brunello, right, but you don't want to spend $120 on a bottle, right? You can sort of trade down to the Vino Nobile. It'll be still big, but just a little smaller than a Brunello. This was an interesting. This is the Innocenti, Vittorio Innocenti winery in Tuscany that we had the absolute privilege of going to visit and seeing, and actually spending some time with the winemaker. Even though he was just talking Italian, he needed a translator to speak to us and for us to speak to him. But it was a really great experience, and this is a 2005 bottle that is still drinking well. I think. These wines, they're going to have that tart cherry, they're going to have that savory herb, but I think Vino Nobile are going to be more earth, more dirt, more, a little more of that barnyard note sometimes. That's where, I think that's where they differentiate themselves. Obviously, I had a little issue with the cork. It happens. 2005, right? The wine's 16 years old now. Now that we're finally in 2021, we're leaving 2020 behind us. So let's see what this wine brings to the table. And this is still got a lot of life in it. So I smell, there's a little dirt, there's a little Uncle Roy's barn in there, a lot of cherries, and almost a little chocolate note, like a dark chocolate. Like the really healthy chocolate. Really good. Yeah, you got to be drinking more of these wines. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. I mean, this wine's 15 years old. It's got a lot of life left in it. Like I was saying earlier, Chianti, Brunello, Rosso di Montepulciano, super Tuscan, right? You're not going to spend $300 on a bottle of Sassicaia. You know, let's go get a Vino Nobile di Montepulciano, and you can thank me later. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers.